me to do the education this morning. This morning we'll be speaking with IOM, and someone will be asking who or what institution is IOM? This International Organization for Migration. I remember they have been existent. I think I was not even born, 1951. They have been working so hard when it comes to a lot of work. Remember, IOM is also part of the United Nations system as the leading intergovernmental organization that promotes a lot. Today, we'll be having another segment that you've not been hearing about when it comes to IOM. And I have some guests here. And this morning, to help us do this education, Mr. Japheth Makama Ayele. Ayele is here with us this morning. And remember, when you go to IOM, he's in charge of protection against sexual exploitation and abuse office. And also he's with the mental health and psychosocial support. He's an acting officer also there. So it comes with that big portfolio this morning to help us do the discussion. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
How is the
Pleasure
day?
to be here. Fine, very well.
Good. So today we'll be taking a critical look into mental health. I think it's one of the areas that normally Africans don't also take a critical look into that place because of the belief that surround these kind of issues when it comes to mental health. People believe there's you know what I mean when it comes to the African system. But we have a lot to also do education for our people. So to kickstart, let me ask you, what is mental health?
Thank you very much for that excellent question. Mental health is any health conditions that affect the emotions, that is the way you feel, the psychology, the way you think, and also your well-being, the way you act. So if there's any situation that causes a significant disruption in the way you usually know is a particular person, in the way he feels, in the way he thinks, and the way he acts, then there's an issue. That's the layman definition of what mental health condition is. So okay. You need to pay attention to one significant thing. When there's a changes in that particular person, from the behavior you usually know him for the way he thinks, for the way he acts, if there's any significant changes in that, you know that there's a mental health issue. And remember, it's a health condition.
Oh, okay. So let me also ask that, because you've given us the general knowledge about mental health, do you have some signs that will pick up that will let us know that definitely this is a mental health problem that the person is facing?
Thank you very much. In a general term, one major sign, like I said, is the differential of what you know a particular person for. However, there are other signs like the person is not able to deal with the normal stress of life.
Okay.
You know, the person behave in an abnormal way. I give you for example, if you've known Japheth to be a very vocal person and he loves to talk, and suddenly you see me becoming mute at a point, you need to know that there's an issue. And also it might accompany some particular changes in pattern of behavior. Maybe the person stop speaking, stop talking, or the person behave strangely. Okay, behave strangely. Sometimes it's even lack of sleep. The person cannot initiate sleep or maintain sleep. In some instances, you see the person, you know, in severe psychosis, the person listens to strange voices. He hears strange voices. You know, he begins to see things that other people don't see. You know, these are some of those issues that are associated with mental health. These are some of those signs. There are a lot of signs. But the basic thing that we want people to understand, when there's a significant change in someone's pattern of behavior that you are used to, or we know the person from, we should know. And these changes affect this person day-to-day living. It affects his occupation. It affects his family life. It affects, you know, some most important day-to-day engagement. We know that there's a problem somewhere.
To also know it better, we will say mental health is an illness. You should accept that it's an illness.
It's an illness. In this part of Africa, people believe it's a supernatural thing that happens. Well, I don't know of that. It's not based on science, but what we know is mental health is a health condition. It can affect me, even as a mental health person, and even you. Anyone can be affected. with the issue around mental health.
So definitely comes that then any person with that kind of illness also needs support.
Absolutely.
Is there any support for such people?
Yes, there's support. One, me and you are the most important support. The number one support we can give to these people. We want to avoid stigmatizing these people. That is number one thing we're encouraging people to do. Not to stigmatize people, because by the time we start stigmatizing mental health concerns, it's compound. It make the problem get worse. So we want to accept these people and support them. And also, mental health conditions are treatable. They are manageable. There are some that you can be managed over a particular time. There are some that can be treated. So the more we want society, we want community, we want family members to see people with mental health challenges as still our brothers and sisters. And these people require support. We want to avoid stigmatizing them. We want to avoid telling them, you're mad, you're crazy, we can't relate with you. Because this will go a long way. So people with mental health condition, depending on the various condition, need support. They need love. They need empathy. And we have a lot of institutions, even within Ghana here, which are supporting, mental health issues. And that is what we are trying to do also, to ensure that we provide education for people, not to stigmatize those with mental health concern.
Okay, sometimes because of the belief and then what we have, how we were brought up about these people, already there's stigmatization in the system. Because some people believe that sometimes they can be dangerous. Sometimes these people can attack you because of how we perceive them to be. But now you are saying that they need support. How do we go by it as communities?
Beautiful. I think most severe cases of mental health don't start overnight. The episode begins to build up over time. So even in this mental health education, we encourage parents, family members, friends, colleagues, community people to pay attention to when these changes begins to occur at the earlier stage. Because when it happens at the earlier stage, when support is needed, when support can be provided at the earlier stage, these situations are manageable. But when it goes over time, it becomes, episode builds up over time. That is when those aggression in cases of schizophrenia or maybe bipolar condition or severe psychosis, it can happen when someone becomes aggressive. Even if it leads to aggression, it is not an excuse to stigmatize or isolate or refuse to do it. It makes it worse. So what is advisable is to look at the nearest hospitals that that provide this mental health care and take the person there. The professionals, they know what to do, and they're going to support the person. So aggression, it's not an excuse to leave someone in that condition.
Okay, so let me say that IOM is doing this education, and then we are trying to also help the community to help these victims, because I know definitely anyone, as you said, rightly said, it does not start from a day. Anyone can be a victim. Anyone, because it's illness, anyone can be part of that society. But going forward, what type of help do you think we should render to these people, aside, as you said, showing love? Are there any other help or support that we can give us as communities?
As community members, early detection, early referral, early seeking seeking behavior is encouraged. It's very important because you can't manage it. You have to be trained. You have to have some certain level of expertise before you can manage mental health issues. So because you are not perfect, this is not the time to chain the person and start flogging the person. And say, oh, there's an evil spirit. In some culture, they say, oh, there's an evil spirit which has gone into this person. As a result of that, if you flog the person some lashes of cane, the evil spirit will run away. These are not proper. This is against even the patient right and the human right of this person. So it is advisable that early detection, that is, you take the person to the facilities that it's necessary to support. And in even the treatment protocol, the family members will be, educated. They will be educated on the condition of the patient or the client, and they will be given tips on how to deal with that. Because sometimes there might be some triggers, some triggers might be there. And you and I, as family members, might be the triggers. Or we might be doing something that could trigger those kind of behavioral manifestations. So this will be communicated to us. We will be taught trigger management, communication skills, dealing with issues in the family. It might even be our parenting style that might be the issue. So all this will be taught we will be taught all these when we go to the appropriate professionals, the facilities, so that we can holistically support the person. So the support is both professional, and non-professional support. And family, community are also encouraged to support without stigmatizing those with mental health concern.
Wow. Let me start from the knowledge that you just gave. So does it mean that as families, as you said, early detection, when you detect it early and you seek for the appropriate, institution to deal with that, it helps to manage all these things. But do you think as communities, our behavior has also contributed to the fact that we worsen the cases of these victims? Because as you said, they need love, but sometimes the way we stigmatize and the way we behave towards them has even compounded more to these people who are having this illness.
Yes, that's a very excellent question. Societal pressure, could lead to some early signs of mental health concern. I'll give you an example. You might have someone who, because in the culture in Africa or the West of Africa, we believe that when someone is aged and is not married, there's a problem. And maybe in the community, for example, he or she, has not been married. You see people, we even say, hey, don't even contribute. You're not married. You're not a man. You're not a woman. Those kind of societal pressure. Sometimes it could be in our family, the children, making a comparison from your child and another child, putting pressure on this child, telling you, oh, this other child is doing better than you. Why can't you be like him? Why can't all those pressure could lead some early signs of the child feeling so worthless. The child feels so worthless. In the case of the adult, this side run to a shell, looking for a protection, and the protection is to isolate he or she self. So when you isolate yourself, it leads to a lot of things, because when you cannot relate with people, we are social animals. We love to relate with others. We love to engage with people. So when someone cannot relate, he or she goes to a shell, and once it's in that shell, my brother, a lot of mental health issues could come up. It could lead to mild depression. It could lead to major depression. It could lead to severe depression. And sometimes when these depressive episodes are not detected early or not managed, it could start leading to suicidal ideation. The person could abuse, lead to start thinking of taking my life, because the people whom are supposed to show me love, to understand the situation, or if you can't understand the situation, but imagine the situation I am into, listen to me with an empathetic mind or spirit, showing me compassion, supporting me, are not there. So this person, in some cases, people will decide to abuse substance. You say, oh, let me forget what is happening. Let me forget this issue, and as such they go take some, some substance that I wouldn't want to mention on here. You take those substances as a coping skills. And before you see it, it leads to dependency. From dependency, it leads to addiction. And before that, you can have a lot of mental health problem that is associated with substance abuse. So you can see the sequence at which it goes. So it is very important for us to pay attention to the way we put pressure on people, the way we deal with issues, especially when people are not living up to our societal standards, that we have set. There could be a lot of reasons. So,
but do you think, from the experience that you had over years, do you think as people, we are not doing enough when it comes to this side of illness?
We are doing enough, but we can do more. We are doing enough, but we can do more. So it is important for us to keep doing more. One major significant thing that's happened in this part of the world, in Africa, is people beginning to see mental health as an health condition.
That's the problem.
Yeah, because it's used to be, the evil spirit and the rest of it. So gradually we're getting there. We'll keep educating people, educating community leaders, educating parents, educating a lot of people through the work we are doing with GIZ, funded by GIZ, to ensure that we protect, especially the migrants we work for. Because we work with migrants, and as such, when migrants comes, there are some particular stress of mental health concern that can manifest even later in life. When a migrant comes, voluntary returning, comes from one of the countries, back to his home state, sometimes societal expectation. They tell him, oh, you've been out for long. What did you bring back? Oh, you come with just a bag? Before you know, there's a pressure on this person. And also he or she's experience in those countries. If they don't have a pleasurable experience, we can have, you know, a later manifestations, you know, of this mental health concern. So that is why the GIZ funded projects we are doing is to ensure that we protect migrants, we protect returnees, Ghanaians who are coming back, to ensure that we give them this program called mental health and psychosocial support. And that is what we are doing, you know, educating, supporting them, helping them to, you know, look at the skills, building resilience in them so that they can be able to identify signs of distress, deals with the issues, and anyone that becomes so chronic or becomes that needs, you know, a secondary care, we could refer to some facilities around.
Okay, just as you said, with the migrants, do you think there are certain early detection helps all of us to also help people? But do you think there are peculiar signs that are associated with those that are migrants who come in from other countries that we should detect early for them to get help?
Yes, I will give you an experience, and I will use, if you permit me to use you as an example.
Provided it's not.
No, I wouldn't use too negative example. But put yourself in the shoe of someone. Imagine yourself in the shoe of someone who has been through a lot. Maybe he passed through the Sahara. You know, passes through the Sahara, have a long trek. You know, gets to the country. He or she experienced some level of dehuman situations over there, and this person leaves. You leave your country with expectation. You want to have the big cars. You want to live in a good environment, and these expectations are not met. And you decide to return back to your home country, and you. IAM supports the reintegration, bring the person back, you know, try to do a reintegration program, set the person up in business skills. And before that happens, maybe you come back to your hometown and the person you love so much, that misses you so much, asks you, hey, is this all what you brought back? You don't have any use here. It's better you go back there. When you were there, we were even better. Oh, you've come here to even eat all my food I've prepared because you came with nothing. How will you feel?
Very bad.
Very bad. So these are some of those people. And in doing this, you don't know the stress this person has passed through. This person might have passed through a lot of stress. Now you're adding more spices, so to say, unquote, to the stress this person has experienced. So it could lead to a lot of things. And like I told you about isolation, before you know, that person maybe will say, oh, let me take some things to make me forget all what people are saying about me. Let me, you know, do something that is unhealthy, unhealthy behavior that can make me deal with the situation. So these are some of those peculiar issues that are associated with migrants. But we've been doing a lot, and we're so proud of what we're doing as IOM. Even the GIZ project, we're so proud, and we're seeing a lot of improvement, or a lot of signs with the migrants we're helping. We try to give them what I call psychoprophylaxis. You know, psychological prophylaxis, so that we don't want it to get to there. So you know, we want them to be aware of some of the potential things that they might experience and how to deal with them. And it can be, it's been quite helpful, because when they experience that, they will say, "Oh, this is what I was taught. You know, this is what I was educated on. Oh, I have to avoid reacting this way, but I have to react this way." You know, and also we look at what resources they have in them. You know, because they've dealt with issues before in their life. They've passed through a lot of difficulties. So they've dealt with a lot of difficult situations. So we look at what inbuilt things they have, build on them, build resilience so that they can deal with this issue themselves. And if it becomes so difficult to manage, we refer them.
Already the person is living with an expectation, and he comes back depressed. And all that we could do is to add salt to injury, and that is more dangerous. I think, thank you for this advice. I think going forward as community is a very huge responsibility that we all have to deal with. But going forward, you think there are some preventive measures that can also help to, you know, avoid these mental health issues?
There's a lot of preventive measure. One is to ensure we have a help-seeking behavior. We need to seek for help when we need it, and we need to ensure that we are able to support people when they need us. You know, when someone lost someone in death, you know, in the African culture, we do a funeral. We go to funeral, we sit with the person. You are giving the person a support that is needed. You know, some people, you don't even know what to say, but just being there, your presence there, helps the person. That is why we do 7 days, we do 40 days in some cultures, you know, just to ensure that this period of, you know, distress, this period that this person needs support, we are present.
Okay.
You understand? So one of these issues I always encourage is to ensure that there is presence. People, you are present, and that goes a long way to assisting even children in this issue. Though we have some causes of mental health that have developmental incline. You know, some of them are developmental during the conception, during the child delivery. There might be some issues, whatever might have happened. You know, but you know, we want to ensure that we are present. We give people right proper parenting. You know, so that children can flourish, so that children can grow, so that children can enjoy themselves. But these are some of those ways we can prevent, and also early detection, early signs, early seeking behavior is encouraged in order to prevent mental health concern.
All right. So in case you just tune in, this is Sompa 98.9, your powerhouse, and this morning we are grateful to have International Organization on Migration, and this morning we are dealing with mental health, and my guest, the one who is helping us this morning do this education is Mr. Japhet Makama Ayele. In fact, you have been very insightful this morning. But before I let you go, do you have any final message for us? Especially those that have come back, the migrants, and mental health in totality.
Yes, we want to welcome migrants when they come back. We want to welcome them, please. We want to welcome them. We want to ensure that we don't force them to tell them their stories, because there are some stories that someone don't want to remember.
Okay.
Someone suppresses those stories, but allow them, give them time, you know, to tell you what their experience is if they want to share. Do not pile pressure on them. Okay, do not pile pressure on them. Please, as much as you can, support them if you can, because a lot of migrants might have lost a lot of things. Migration is very good. Migration is good. Migration can help boost the economy, but irregular migration is the issue that can, you know, that can be detrimental to someone's health, because the person did not go through the right way of migration. That is why, as RAM, we're trying to promote safe, humane, and orderly migration. Ensure that people migrate, because migration can boost the economy of a country. Because if you move legally to to one of the countries, I don't want to mention names, you know, you could be of help even in your program, you know, to that country. But irregular migration is what is discouraged. So, and also the media. Please, as much as you can, as the media, please ensure that you promote mental health. Promote mental health. Ensure that you speak about mental health, no matter what it is. You know, because it's a subject that people are not too conversant with, and people don't want to speak about it sometimes. You know, because of the perception of the causes of the mental health. In Africa, it's believed that is the supernatural, or you know, what some people call the juju, also, you know, are the causes of it. So the media have to propagate it. We want to speak about it. Help can be found. Supports are available. Just detect, refer, and open your hands, you know, to support those migrants who might have one or two issues that need support.
Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully, I know we're hearing from you again to help us do this education, to help our brothers and the community and ourselves. It has been insightful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
All right, Sompa 98.9 FM this morning. It has been one of the best morning for all of us, especially talking about how to welcome our migrants who come to also help, and how to make things right, especially with mental health. I'll be right back. na abɛhwɛ dɛm hana one of free Kenya Madagascar abrɔfo ne ade egu ha na sɛ brɔfo na na ɛwɔ sɛ agya menti na mɛfɔ so aka te bo fa nkyɛn sɛ ɛne sɛ ne yɛsesa yɛ kɛkyɛ ba ne kakra kɔ brɔfo yɛasa aba fie te afei yɛ ho asane yɛ na afɔ ko piesie wɔ ha san so na teacher Kobonsu so Clement Bosi so adopɛ a yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ na adopɛ yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ ka ɛnɛhyɛ nso sɛ ma WhatsApp message ne fa 0543 989 989 0543 989 Sompa 98.9 FM okɔ nso a wobɛtumi level o comment no ɛwɔ on Facebook. Bank of Ghana caution the public on unlicensed entities engage in money laundering, money lending. Me de se ene me wo opoku PSC wa me wonya akona me wo Professor Clement Bonsunso wa ha. Na I think say do you have Bank of Ghana you know ha. Yam fangu so na omonhwe I think I send ya mom. Mon fangu so na yam omunram. There are certain companies omuma loans. Na omuma loans na Bank of Ghana say onimo. The way of late people are treating people on loan. Share minya visuals be. Maami bi akwa jibosia. Na atu we treska na edru baby interest na ogusu tua. Na brantia no. I'll not be allowed. I'll show that video because you see the company car, you see omunta ade show mo. And because we are commercial radio, minti minyasa. But it is very bad. Na hwe nipa ni abrante ni twa konya na ma me te so say kan betueska no wo padama na sorry for my words but it was so abusive. Ya wo baby odum a omo be okoji loan na uni ho a say fie ni audio say nyo do ba be twere kwan ano de penti kokko e bi ti say semi no de aba be twere say pay your debt, pay your loan, pay no much church ho a. The entire Bank of Ghana ni abre enie. Yama menum bebre. Enie nuanum bebre ho a. Ahohiahia aba na okoji loan a on read terms and conditions apply to it. Ma me koji loan. So I was in the market and our friend said loan you say na nyamianu no krenipa. Me calculate interest rate that's why. Not even Bank of Ghana then times 3. I don't my man anonym. Oji loan na almost spread the amount. Ti wonya smart who say wutua kese. Especially when how to calculate interest on loans in this annual manner. Odi an say wakwa 1,000 Ghana cedis. But over come sikana wutua you are paying almost double. You are paying 2,000. Bank of Ghana makwan say you bet charges are interest in that form. Ya mama ya papa you have to be careful. Oji loan mo mun chechemu ye obenya mo obi a ono so betima chiremu mra. Cause okwa akwaji loan. Banks bebre ema loan. Ankebe ya anka hwe obi a interest rate. De be ya ma no. De be ya ma e be boa no. Naka quickly waje no but one hwe sa ade na da be adwuma years now we man kofodi yes then you'll be working for people. It is becoming too of many. Every on komo sanso na pa ka ya adwuma assembly kakrape na poku PSC ko pa assembly man wanya on my assembly wonsem anope ye be rem ahwe say allowing political parties into our district assembly election. What is happening Dr. Eric Odro sai edi ho nkomo na Adea we are back and forth e ba na obogo grab one of the microphones for me anope me mo watching
I'm coming
now pom to say
Yamia dum kwame wa de ope just Ghana for empany for binu madwen na ya na mehunu se enkontem nti ya na me wura ho as a Ghanaian enye me contract amasan ya Anka yami nim kamsan ko tene Dubai. Na me dwene me ho because and some fu ahi kwame. Kan some fu ahi. And some fu ahi kwame chese Ghana mpanimfo kasa they just talk. Kwame they just talk. Nti we Bank of Ghana for asmo mo ken. Yenya den.
Money na ho.
What do they mean? Mama yanko beka se waru me. Nti ya do ko tena wo se den.
Obogu, when it comes on internet, it's difficult for Bank of Ghana to control.
So what is IT education? If you go to Bank of Ghana, you are director in charge of IT research and education. So what are you doing?
No, but say any panel register the dynamics of Oboku Bakuni. Say any panel register in the name of VOJ, you can control it. But any panel register or no, you're registered or online. I know Messi office, no as you seen in your jurisdiction. Now no busa no say oh you Togo a year, or then
you Togo a year, you go to Togo and do your Togo.
And you are online. Oh my ufie.
The online Kwame. Online every Kwame, Adea question is to say there is nothing in this nation, there is nothing in this state any nipa hweso. Online Kurano, Kwame, don't you have a minister for science, environment and technology?
Your minister for communication who is
what
also
is it?
online.
What is your work?
But I can say you can say your jurisdiction. You have baby restrictions.
Kwame, so far as you live in the state Ghana, every rules and regulations be a 1992 constitution covers you. So what are you
Nipa na or mouse escan. On can't you say a Ghana company?
Now, Bank of Ghana for the day who's 97 on licensed loan apps.
Yes, because someone said that is trading on Moya or when they buy a territory.
And Kwame, they have brought some names. Opa Fatuso. Who's names?
Yes, names, baby. Names.
Names. What is the intelligence doing about this in the nation? Kwame, names.
No, but no, meaning so more. But Meka and Mrase, Opoku, they are here. Say and conform this kind of moment. Ghana for Energy
Ghana for Energy loan.
But they said they are not under BOG.
If you are not under BOG, what agency are you under? And that agency has a supervisor that controls so far as the constitution is concerned.
Or me a freelance.
You can't be a freelance. And even if you're a freelance journalist, you are under Ghana Broadcasting, you are under Ghana Media Commission.
National
Media Commission. No matter Kwame position be a kita or Ghana biano, you are under the 1992 constitution. Even if you are not, if you are a German, now about Ghana has still the Ministry of Foreign Affairs covers you.
Of course.
So what are you talking about? It's a Bank of Ghana for what I say. Caution Ghanaians against 97 unlicensed loans. Kwame Pama above came for Wabubo companies.
Yeah.
Wabubo almost 97 companies are. Watch us say Sankrofo and Mama loans were Ghana Ghana for yen if Obi man loans were Ghana for a Kwame a dear na won so as Bank of Ghana a dear na police a then a BNI a then national security a dear na Kwame yanya dear ministry nani ya wa Ministry of National Security, the special advisor to the President on Security, the special advisor to the President on Finances, and the special advisor, all the specialists. What are they doing? Into the kind of yenya mason yanya den. Kwame yanya den. My more typical example. If you go to Germany, Kwame German for tenase ehunu nra anopena me wura hosa Kwame say enti Simon who say MPP ni NDC Kwame ministers near Bobo, some of them, excuse my word, say bogus. And for so be any so. Kwame making kind German for an agree me dawana making kind a German for Kratan and who say German, one more a Ghana Kabaka, one more president, one more chancellor. And a wakatcher, it doesn't know chancellor. And a wakatcher and agric minister or Jose. A near Buabroso, a Germany.
Yeah.
You see, German unveils plans to curb food wastage. There's a Ghana high say almost 70% of our salary. Yeah, the third year need. They can your utility bills and your health. Kwame, if you go to Germany, 10%, and a woman addition woman katia, and a diakani in a woman dear. Kwame, if you go to Oba Ghana Haseya, Adea say, we produce what we do not eat, and we eat what we do not produce. And that's matter. aduane bo be ye din compared to living standard. Kwame, your own mind, the American say we produce what we do not eat, and we eat what we do not produce. Oko Germany, Adea womu dini too much, and woman yen dodo. But Ghana has say no, Adea ye nino, and you produce too much near the court. And to gold, now you are sea from best at 300 years, new month to forbe to court. Kwame bauxite, now the sea about 300 years, now bro forbe to court. Now bro find your quack product, no more their brand near top. Kwame ade na ye mankani anybody ne aburo ni ntos ni nyaado na ye mom ye bia na wa ha edi ni ye ma hoden no kwame no ye produce no dodo na mo no koko na ya mama ya massa a government na I estimate say I did 300 million tons at the kwame no ne kwame. So we produce what we do not eat and we eat what we do not produce. Kwame, if you go to German womo agriculture minister atena se ehunu se aduane efre no aduane abusu ama sese no aduane mbusu no kura kwafa yade de abre wo mti wo de plans atodwa kwa me se opanyini tena se ode ohun se aduane ebu no ena ode plans ayeden aba or say the people in Germany throw away hundreds of tons of food every year. Now the government has presented a concept to end the food wastage, but critics say the plans do not go far enough. Kwame, I see, if an apple is bruised, if an item is past in expiration date, or if you simply bought too much, then the solution in Germany household is simple. Just toss it every year. An average German throws away 55 kilometers, equivalent to 120 pounds of food. After German, Ghana and Kabasa, president, chancellor, no Akye. Kwame de me came patch they say Bank of Ghana for asem no de buy no wo mo kasa tra no maka to no office wo Kwame hwe abusia John your Facebook e wo 98.9 uko YouTube so a Sompa TV or say notice to all licensed financial institutions and the general public. Kwame hwe obo the name of loan app Flash Ghana Ghana ba ku bi kura so o quick quick bi wo mpa quick no mama ene hia me no quick cash kwa me ni nyina wo mu ye ni ba bia quick cash for wo ye ni ba bia eye akwaba payment for wo ye ni ba bia eye Ghana loan for wo kwa me Intel na e wo Ghana ha no e de na mo de ye. We have the minister for a friend is saying Minister for National Security, Minister for Hwan, Minister for Hwan. Kwame, saa niema we waka kire yen say no. Masom for mutie yen, any konkosi for ma mutie yen no. Kwame wo ma forso a unim. Wo kan se bia na em ya say dwamfo ma ne ye ma me ne ma no. Wo mo hye danya abreast with item bo a. But sankrofo we atimi am manigiama. Wo ma maamefo na ati apps na se ohun se app na to phone no so apostle de loan no wa kire na ma na hunu se we ya de loan kwa me den na ban no mpo asabi o man Ghana nyina sika de asoa wo no wo ntimi man na education enko radio station any other media ayi emma Ghana fo hunu se ade we na sankrofo a kire mo hunu se wo pe miaso for loan miaso for 3,000 miaso wo ma timi educate maamefo na mo matimi o so fa ne phone ape wo hu ba bia loan ayi she. What is the government talking about? What wa kwadwudwuma nkwana Ghana institutions binom ye ntu ka ne se ya ka wie no ndi anya ne den wo ka ne se ya wa wie no kwame yenya ne den ebi na me de ye German for ayi kire watena se hu se aduane buso kwame o man Ghana ye ti a ye bre aduane ho no. If you go to Germany aduane bu wo Germany ama ban no se akwan ne dadwene se ye awurade nyankopon meda menna Ghana ayi na je efani say German man panyini to oba ne se oda wonna adanya aduane bua ma sese no German for to aduane gu ama ye bola na ye kwa 7 preduasam efidi eye mosquitoes na o masanso abraye entontom na makakra nkontom aduro di abraye no German ban se aduane bua ma ye to aduane gu ama ye westi aduane ntia kwakwa ne dadwene omanya wa agriculture so for adwini kwa akiri no. This is what happens. but on my hour gacha panini again a tra to so can't say me ya tra na what we are to know Kwame this is what happens that's why I tell you say and penny for one meaning quachiri abrofu gini quachiri by a gun and ye kasa tra Kwame
my member pa marching
Yanyado bemena
now pom to say
akura me ho ye
good nimo marching
nana mejo so
if you boko
nyamiadum fieboko na nso
if you nyamiadum
se bia kama ni
anope mama ntwungu ankomuna sama koklem
ene me na wase na me fa na asem from information centers no
very well
anope omo to edwumade ni nyina apete the information centers do ni nyina mamo nyina chi ena anope shan hodo ko nyina no mo to pete se ko office ba bia sompa eno bia abiem ku ha Kwame when the minim say maka ho asema Bank of Ghana kratom ne ba na meba ye wura ni dende eye oduro sign command ni ye no na ka me pese se wo kwade anyem na me chiro de fa cheme
there be
say we say no on say dia Bank of Ghana dia ba no Kwame e wo se ma ne toye ma me ne ye papa no ne nuanom ne merofo ni trim say we say no mu ni tumi krata omo di adwumenti wo do ko bo wo ma wo sika be hye enti mfa ho mo mtini bere se o se ye de betu ye de tudwa ne to bituma na nso omukọ Facebook a na omakọ akọhwe obehu ebia na wunhui na okọ Facebook a mepacho ewo ho na me ba ko bia me hu ye kura me ya se pop cash ma no okobo abesane bi ye dan no oto ne dan we adwen sika eye personal loan ajenkwa sika on sika
nam ga so hwe oduro sai
kwa ma me ko oduro sai ba na me say yem on say
go poku kra pm bebe
kwame me da se na mohwe ensem na ba beto dwa efa oduro sai se be yanke yema amanyofo kwan kwame na say ade na wo mu dada o
yeah
wo oh bo fam people na ndisi say assembly election aba na yeto no kwama mu na eto no man Ghana mu
tiezi eto ni nyaatwom
kwa unim say ano nyame ado na ebeto na 3rd October na eba beto sa assembly election no aba no kai so wa hu a 3rd October na eba unim some people for ni amanyokon bi makọ mu primary say wi yi o mo beko aye assembly election no kwa mi bia ko mi ami krom dumase ne kwatire
menye wachi ne babu sam na na eze for
me nka say unim na meka to so dabi
oboku me
kwame won makọ mu primaries na wie assembly members abana ba beto no ukọ mikro ndum asem ntimo obidin ya yi oba bia wo kwa akotu ba ma bi a ono ye MPP ni e wodum asem me bro no so kwatire oba ma no so nte yo ma onim oba na oba no kwame oba ne firi kira anase kira no otene ma wo firi kwatire okwa akogina ono so ye oba be ma no omu yi na from na ye MPP fo Oma komu premise ade ni wo mu dada ba ade na nka me pese nka yewura oduro sam ye nya ne ntie ne sen e wo se assembly election ba no nyamme no nukro no mo bo mo homode asebe on be bo ho dawuro amana tododo na atrim ane e bebu ye homode asebe mamma atimi do mo ho hyem e wo assembly election ne san se ma de no kwa me be dudu obekọ assembly ba bi na obaba kokora ni ho opa ye nkwankohwe eye municipal assembly office ba bi anaso mo konhyemudie no oba ba kokura ni ho ni nyina ye mema ni yensan so nhwe ede mo ne betimi dia bo assembly members no enanse ato assembly man no so aba na assembly member no ya to ne so aba awie wo assembly man e wo eye electoral area ha wo assembly man e wo ha wada na do ne yire daje wo mani ana wo dwene ne ho no yese obi awuda nsuom yese obi awuda na wasore agya ne yire ho na wo kwa bra hwi ni mu fama no bibia nkoma ne yentua ne ka wonya mfasode bia mfiri mom e wo se ho ne ye hwe ekọ kwame de so hwe hu wo ne se sa bato ayina bato no emprempi no moto a e wo fom pa kwame mo san so moto aba wo aye assembly election no kwame won se e wo fom dodo na mfom nhyem Ghana fom fa wo mo hu nhyem edi enti na sa de no e koso e wo se ho na mpanifo local governance na na local government no wo mo mani kọ ho se wo mo be hwama sa de Ghana fo nya gidi o mo se sa district ye level election no wo mo do mo be hyem bi obi amfa ne ho nhyem kwa na de ne kọ fom since 2019 ato aba no ebesi sabren 4 years ne sa ba beto mo o ma ya de kwa me 2015 na de concern na 30.6% Omam da museum to sa a yet district level election no. Omda museum to assembly members no. Now we're from 2010 and also sa 35%. Now we're from I was 2019 and also say now we're from and you was a damn penny for share am I yet yes and say also mutimi bo hu dawro and the Ghana for says a barber to a year assembly members for swaba I was say a church romo assembly members who mudumadi o mudini send bebo oh your back for who semubi na then they say your mama your 4 kwan emomo entu sabande kwame wo hoda dada every 2010 ho ba ni nyina no every wo ho mi fa bia de nya example se mi nua be ma na napoku pc okogina bi odoma hinkuru bisa no onya 2 because na nipa na woni amanyoko bi am omu bi tin 2 rather facha me
60 ana
usu nya 258
nti obi timi ye wia me
Masaja wa sebo jo be wa li wia
unim nipa na ono ni gina no fra manyoko bi mu na baaye ana usu nya manyoko bi am nipa ne de tundra atwe amanfo no no so de moto mapuka bi twi bi
na da be no mu nyina beba
kwa na me no na so akọ
100
that very day Tuesday e bena da bia je ko 4 bi bena da bia mu ha na aka chen sepato me di bia o ane je 1 million na mo akọ baako na Sunday envelope paka ho
assembly members abo
so satan kwa ma me ti bia mu ho tontos no bi say chief o na me say ante wo me fa ma me kotro ba no sante me ko fa ante ya aba me ba ya na abo 6 na ba na abo 6 ma me kora nto ba ni bi rabi na
comment e was NCC no maye nyante ase e was our district level election no mu
uniska win
omote ho omonka hwe o omonya hwe nkyerɛkyerɛ bia on say October 3 aba beto abai kwame when was the last time you who say a National Commission for Civic Education e wo dwaman so kyerɛkyerɛ say ye ba beto a mpatamu abato no ento omo kyerɛkyerɛ kwan e befa so omonya nya bi I was say madu omo hu hyɛm bia betimi aboa na ma kyerɛ yɛn ba monya we nyina o say amanyosam ne de yenim say wo ho am say MPP for come premise wo awie e wo assembly members abato no ho ai wo mayi bebre afri asinchen ma me bi ko onya 7 vote e wo kwatire oba won tibi kura madomase kura de a omo so wakọ premise akọwe premise wo me se hwe assembly members for abato no kwa akọpre bi ama anam se na no so mo ko premise so de tena ho nipa no wi na no firi kyira kwam na se me boni da do ka se na me de ato ho eti adru bra wo se omma yenyante ase e wo abato onim say yenkoto nyanyese na mmom kwa me dim no kasa kwa wienom ma mpani da John Dreman mama anyase bia me ko ne side wo ka mo manifesto bia nko ono omode ba 2020 sen se nyame ado no omo ba NDC timi wini 2020 na obeboa ma assembly members no omanya sika kakra bi omo kan na wo mayim ana fofia ntota no frim MPP nso edoma no ba betum so ombeboa ma aye assembly members for no anya bibisa yemi se on sanya bia no se eto abayi aye nua ba mayi mano kujo eke abofke se won ye assembly man e wo bia magazine emfa so ben ana abofke benya free aye sayi no so onya se onya faso na so onya
so be jo bia ka engine ba ko there's a young guy I think University of UDS University of Development Studies
UDS
ana Friday benhwe ina send the money the manifesto I was say or the beba or see teacher ni bia wow you head of department bia obeba ka
hey
or student bia about free Wi-Fi wow ni get there you know matchela
the manifesto
I say I bury am about say back
enti kwame ya say na say empanifo hwe saade ne say se eto abayi assembly members dia ene entwam to say bosumi bia no omo beji say omo se mo moto a omo de be kokoko moto na nya hwe
omo moto na amanifu a wa say
obiti abisu unim wontia ene obiti
assembly man do man nya
na say omo ba eye meeting assembly on omo mabro ne na obi moto tire adwa na apai
me
kwame efa so ensheda ni so was na dem
me kase so mu kase nipa en beto aban because say enye party motivated and ko for beba ma me kan cho say
anu na manfo nko
ma me kan cho say se omuma assemblyman for no sika bam ni etuo mu ka enipa ba beto
yeah
be campaign
aye
because assemblyman no enye interesting say obi o a ka obu se ko bank obebo community no be nipa no ba no why say park le ni posters for Ejinya sa woni timba ye ntoma
park ye
woni cash
park mo kan ba no nya 42 no
me say ni posters ye for o je bi ko tare ha
na mon kro ye 4 or
40
nipa mo ko to ba na 600 and
680 something
2017
now no am 40 that means 40 the
that
one
onya 42
42
no no ade ba ko ana enyinnua ba ko bi nso o
do eti atere ba kwa no ya atere ba
me na me gina park
omo di mo na to ma o na di gina nchen enye ejira wiem
na me gina ne nchen sato na obro na tade na aka ne singlet wo yin
o wu ni ho no
pressure sa pressure na bi wa hu lawyer na olusu coronation park wa hu
election get ready clever boys ba
men ka hwe ano
who
pe
dey wake
men ka hwe
if you anim na kwa election abese
Manu na-
clever me ho no ma na
manu na ye ya
tie me mo an go fu bi bai be alam te fe be alam te no ka che say nana ade na assembly man unyu uti na say when I me kai when I'm kind of me da jamia nya do de mi lu se ko fu be kum ofia me se o krache o ba assembly man mo go po mi me support no so di nya sa me support se me na mi lu sa baba me ti ma tira kro wa me se mo minti bi se mama government appointment ya me na sa abato ya mama na sa do pay
Kwame me da se manu na ye ya no pe so men ka hwe Kwame de tie nie mama ni ka encha me regional minister awa no pe ona adwumafo nyina na baby a Dr. Baumia wo bia no anope mama man good morning isan se ye ni dan so pa ye ni abre Kwame eduru baby na menya akwanya
ayu mu ni ndi siri wa ya wadam nam de ono so abeka wo
oh Kwame na den
pa ye fa agro to je and all how for Sompa ti asema meka
oh di be ha for some family jo
be so wa how for Sompa
enti mincha obi a
da binjo ano pa ba wo chi ya announcement wo chi ai eye
ba mincha bi nka ho
prof meet you
Kwame maybe we na dia me de to aso ne se nokure ni asema me bekan ma sheda awe mi nsem ni ye pa isan se eduru nsem bi se so na me bekan bia ma nhwe yi a ana wa nhwe yi a na wano akopa e kire se ye mpanimfo bi wo man mu a ekwan ode nam so no esan se ni kamafo nti omo ma yese kan so a omo de dwa nam a sabe ye bibia enye yi saa se mo ka so wo kapa no waka ni yi a wa nhwe yi a obedi mpanimfo bi no matem yen so saa ne ye no saa subani ya mfa ntete ye nti na me ka sensem a ewo saa banks sensem hu no mi we ni ye pa no Bank of Ghana for ensem bi sei no me madwene mu no ya na hia mposi abete wo monka ya na hia kura so mo be kasa ese ye wo ka kire me sei me board ye bi si me nkwanse ho ba bi kromfo bi kotwa na metifi ana ma boda wuro wo FM so sei kromfo no ne wuko de mekwa afuom ho nti kromfo hwe no wankwanko wi ame board ye enyansam bi anim mfaso bi ani so ahu anope na woni nana poku ani abre chinchina ya giachi ana omo te he na omo wo he ade ani ho enidin na hwe sama wo mu ne se sa bank se ye kom asama ye kom asama ya sabi omo nte bro no foforo bi so omo nte planet foforo bi so omo ni wiem omo nte sabi kwaya bi mu omo wo Ghana ha ayro ho sam ne se sa company sa ye makwan emo ye radio adverts omo bo adverts e wo radio so eye nkyerɛkyerɛ e wo kurom etu ba bi ne ye bibie sa bank na wo mo di float kɛseɛ pa na manfo teta ho na pen na asa na nnwom na banners ahodoɔ ne adi kyi ne kurom obɛkɔ no na omo office kitwa bi a ya bie no ye de ba na aba no enti ne hwehwe no nya den but ye nim panimfo bi a wo mudi asema ma ye enti no ɛna yesisi asa akwan yi so na no pay edin ya ebubo yi sabe sa obi nam krom kura na sa din bi bo na tade mu a me nana wo frikansere ebedwa ma akosu afrikansere ebedru Sunyani ha se obedi dwa ana wo kokanya ase ana wo komem so okodi dwa o hia sa nipa na ebele no wakai se sa bank we kura na ebo ndi kira me se me ne nya adwuma no and in the first place Adentina Bank of Ghana for woman yanshi se na sa nipa no woman mpra woman free system no mu na mo mbaka se ye mom ne yahwe ho yi ye sika di twa omo kan fa so be na wo so ma ema yen sabe mo abe na omo de boa yen ene ye ka Bank of Ghana pani a wote Sunyani ha na katua akire wo a wabusua fie ye tonkura ye nya oti ase okwohwe cleaner kura sabe wote Bank of Ghana na katua ye boso kire wo ye besewo Adea fa so pa na omo ye ho ma yen omo wa ha ye mfa float fo omo ni mu da bia emie banks ben kan se banks we omo ni license anya bia sa na mi nkuta license na wote se metika mu a ni se omo warning e mam ko wo license bia sa na beto aka no so nya chi ne ye beche me nti Adentina Bank of Ghana omo tete yesa nti omo ni bibia aka omo nkama no ntum e ma ye nya omo dimbo no omo nkan se omo ye adwuma nukure ni asam we airtime dem kata say in fact my way me west ye pa because my hwe ya meka de yenka ahu Ghana ha nipa do say ena enim saa ne ma we ye ka ho asam e wo dwom di onima ne say company bia bo se meje bosia adwuma ko bia na office o se meje bosia na wokọ times a wo kan ya na masabe yakọ school awie na sabe yetimi atiti tuntum ni bofufuo sukura no ye mu do asa ne ekoje bosia ya da hwe times no ahotira na ba waso yese eno an se sika no wonsa aka bi se wobusua fie na abeton se wajapade bi na abeton se bebo adwuma ase ebechi udwetire no ya hwe saa de no nti Adentini ye makwan ma nipa bi no bebu ye fa so wa bra e woni nipa bi no a wo mo se ye so wo mo na ebo e ho bai ye de memeto etua saafo no ka me na me take classroom ya kira de ena obi fira bonte no obeye saa ne man e wo school mu ha ka wo bata wo tifia ko ano ya atichafo anya omadwuma atichafo anya omadwuma na o mo nya hwe enda wo te Bank of Ghana office e condition e ball adwuma esesa wo ye de bɔ me bra me bɔ no ho bai emma Ghana ye nya di mpa se wonya sika afa kwato bank wonya sika na wo ye adwuma bi akɔgye bank bo se na fa be ye adwuma no entimi nimu ne ye banking system ntimi nya adwuma no kwame e wo hen safo no adwuma mo aben no de boa yen ne de be kura ntina se me de meto etua safo no ka ndi akoya bufu sem bi a anopai ene man sheda nko yie kura but the kura wo mo ne se esisi etu ya nso ye hofo hwe da bia me kan me say me na ne bu baby mre bi say sawoma oyere eye nkwan ya wakɔ homa
cash
enru ho e de maudi a waye fra e na wogie no hwe ana obeti ese bank bi aba ukoduru ha uko deposit 400 a ana 300 a ni amount ma po fam yenu uko deposit 300 a ni amount TV ni boy yesen TV ne bo yesen and is uko deposit 1000 cedis ni amount TV a enfa so ben na bank ne hwe wo ho why no what is obi bank wo ha all ma bosia no so de me ye father Christmas me de bosia na cheche obi e penfa so say nay obi ba bie bank no say oh for sika beto ha na dis kana ba me de me ye say metu na mo wei me ye say di aboa wa ana mema wei an Sompa na sika no kra no ma start process aye adwuma na ma wa na de na wo hwe animu ya nka sanso ye ntu ye hofo etu ba bia nka sanso ye dua bobi na kwa me de hia pa ne say aban emu mpanifo ebe ma Bank of Ghana fo hu adwuma esese wo ye na sabre o motiti office a yehu o ma japade a amanfo japade ni sika eba no e na pinpon ne sika la kuguo no mo de ye de o mo pene de amwa ye ne amwa ye tena saa ne ma wa bi e na mre bi America mampani bi ba ha se ye ma ye institutions no enya hoden enya adwuma na mo ye no ye tena se ye nhwe ha ma saa krofo yi ebu amanfo fa so ene ye kan hwe companies wonu bi wo ho no a ebegu ne because etin aba papers mu a Bank of Ghana for their tudwa yi say ye ebodin wo ha yi amanfo obobi wo ba bi ye be ye panic withdrawal because obiara te say saa company we any license I'm here na obiara betu me say o kwa sika
I'm glad emotion no dem.
And I'm just say o ma loans no loans na ye de ma no aban ahye that set target bi a aye interest rate as a bank city ye mi say saa na nkrofo no gi ana nti o madwuma a wo mo ye no o mo ye de boy ho ba na so o mo ye de bo nkrofo mo bubu ye. That is my point too. So company bi aba no wo ye adwuma na wa register na wo be control no yet Ghana yet kroma ha e na mere bi ba ya saa DKM fo nsensem e be wi ase no ye say companies bi okura ho no ma o mo Ghana ha so register mo no mo ye adwuma saa fo ni na ti kroma ha no mo di float nam krom e ye dede e ye advert e ye bibia o radio so na Bank of Ghana 40 ade cho enti kwame asem bi wo ho a mom ye ne mere ne yanka ne ye ne yamfa mpanimfo a wo mo ye adwuma o Bank of Ghana no ensi wo ne yentu wonfo yenkasa nkyere won say ye yeto na editu omoka nti ade on be ya ebebo me ma bi otidwo mo ton ade ni dwa wo die no ho ban ma da bi obenya bibi di ahwe ne mba ade na busua no eno na ese o ma ehia wo nti ana mo bi on betu a emo aye se de o mo ye no twa we ya kan ye fan se nde o mo nya registered a eno anu no but me hu yesu ka obi ye adwuma bi na say ye illegal a ye te na ide ne court
Exactly.
nti kwa be na de sa fo yi fa so empanifo mo de adwuma we ya ba no yenim ebinum kra omo sisi office e wo ha ebinum abie office wo e de na de sa fo no fa so
Bedase.
kwa me kakra bi on assembly
Dabi me kwaba. Me pese ko ba na hwe assembly bi. Yes abedwan eja me kwaba. Opoku ye de gu anim na ye hwe assembly ne ye ne quick pa na ye hwe assembly. We mami and ye nim resa.
No problem. Some mic in them. Hello, try it. Me pa chow ena no pay. Enche na nkora no amakwan. Se kwase school ni so man ni sen yewu. Se man ni sen yewu. Oto ho na ba kra se ma na ya makwan yo. Adecha kwame. Na no mete ho na me hu wonders bi kwame. Sa o mutimi makwan Saturday nyina. Etimi bi school Saturday. Ei. Me pa to sa akora na ekwa. Se ye hu ba bi school no ni ti akwa wo ho na akora na makwan. Otimi be di 3 months o fie no akodi 2 weeks o school na waba. Ye nhyɛ dan hu ba bia ade na aye transmogrified me ba jo sa akora na kwa for biscuit bi aba aye CBL West Africa wo mo biscuit mpacho ye frɛ no manchi cracker, manchi ginger biscuit na manchi digestive biscuit, manchi milk biscuit mpacho tie ni ye ebia na wankasa oba no o ye diabetic ana se ebisu a na akwada no ebia na yaka kyerɛ mani ni sugar ebia na akora no yaka kyerɛ mani ni we mani ye maso CBL wo mo biscuit na aba no obia de wom ye wo cracker wo ho ye wo ginger e wo ho ye wo digestive e wo ho ye wo milk crunch e wo ho ye wo manchi milk short cake biscuit e wo ho ene ye wo manchi jam biscuit e wo ho asi kyerɛ enim enti akora no so mo se ma woni we ya ne biscuit wo ho we ne biscuit wo ho Oko provision store bi e wo Sunyani ha se ya ba bia obosi a kyerɛ ho MUNCHEE eye manchi airtime cracker eno ana nkora na epe enti akora ne ko school mu asesa bigu eye ne chobos no mu esansa eye nutritious odin so a egina ne ho kye enti obetima tena se Sunyani no amfrɛ se mesika asa ba bia omo ye provisions bia pa cho pe bia tu aton a ba cho 0244 856141 na one akwada no eni nkomo oba pebusa ne sempacho biscuit na metogu ochobos no mu no sai enesi etiem obetre sa mpa ma ede pa ede ye pam afi wo ma akwada no biscuit papa awie no mesro fa no ko school papa akwada no eko aye school na se aye ntotofe wa school no dia ene Helis International School sa akwada no dware wie pe fa manchi biscuit eto aye ne lunch box num ana se fa digestive ni bitum akora ni di wie pe obo se ne num nyina aye ne frem de na de kumi kura no aye manchi ginger biscuit no one de ginger timi ye akora ni dia kopin so be du JHS a obo say yes because of ginger nti no aye immune booster and it boostu nkura no ne system num nyina kama entise biscuit na aba na sugar bebre nti akora ni be dia free aye krecha kopin JHS 3 no na kire se watwam diabetes we say na kire se wanya asikire watwam milo na kire se no ho asema no nti pa chow na dura eno no hwɛ so betimi amano manchi ginger biscuit anase manchi milk crunch afei akwada no eco school no fa no kɔ Helis International School. Helis International School yempam akwada no school fees proprietors ni bi wo ho a oje akwada no feed ni wie pɛ ogodu school pɛ no apon akwada school fees e ba cho Helis International School say wo mo enye bi sada afei wo mo after school care akwada na mo school wo mo timi frɛ no busan say daddy ade na akwada na am school e bi o yare on tiapo ye beba fie ho na wo ma ba behwe no eni ti say na esa proprietor bia eye wo mo ewo Sunyani ba bi o mo twa passport no uduru ho pɛ ba bia Dr. Kwame Nkrumah statue no gina asa wo ye call bi say hwan na ofre no on peke ma papa infan instant we ya me ba cho eno any Helis International School uduru apa no wo mo eni nkomom na de tie ne say ukɔ ho pɛ na akɔtwera kora ni dia now if you want to school uniform free from primary crèche ekopim junior high nasa from crèche primary ekopim junior high no we school kama afa we no hwe no wa na nko secondary school bia o chena wo mo general arts obahwe ane se wa fail 3 subjects business 3 subjects afa be we chekwa akɔtwere de friend hwan na bebre akrabu ho no yini resource gu ha as a handout no wa twera on pass da fa no ko Ideal College misro owie Helis JHS ne be ma no ko Ideal College no ko general arts business home economics visual arts ni general science obetro no once and for all Adea finish about secondary school no we twa no once na onko twere ba bia bi o ne ya sa oba we na ko pe protocol ma no ne ya pa beta kwa na pass na so the command minister ya na efe keke 0246133473 na one Ideal College mpanifo eni enkomom afi ma menkyerɛw akra ne ba pefa to foam papa so royal foam me ba so foam enya tambi oda sorope obo se foam no atom yeso ogina obe 2 minutes ansa na aba level sa de oye ubody ni saa na foam no ye no kyena no obo se na omfe ochibra mu sisu da sora na ho ye obasa royal foam se wo mate so 10% discount enti ba bia akwa benya no ebia 20 million no okọ royal foam esan se papa no masansa tesuntu no obetime nya no be 15 million 16 million pacho royal foam for any ekire 10% discount wa mo promotion enti ya na wa hye no ensom na oton so na masanso achew sumuye for any ekire royal foam mesrawo 020 2271000 na woni royal foam penny form eni ehon enkomom me ba cha onyame ya adom akwase da Father's Day nti pa cha so papa nsa be register no awa 2 million wo be o papa be di obetra ba bi papa enframa papa be fa no ho enwom papa wife papa bi ubehu de ekoso live clear ewo Sompa TV so afo wie pe ye be ma papa no so cheat na 21st clinical yane regional hospital edin hwani mu no nyame ma opapa apomodin ne mu no yedidi ayanante de yare na yedidi guso enti ye behwe ni free for 1 year free Father's Day no kopim the next Father's Day ye behwe ni free 2 million enti betimi aba Sompa FM ha no aba register o hana sa opapa so bia na ne sia tutu na nyame ya adoma ontumi anwidum pa mesrawo di kanfa no ko abisim oso ko Jenny Guest House ye frɛ ba bibi Oak Dental Clinic esin ho adwuma na omoye se be ya nyame ya adoma Father's Day betimi awi dompe wo so wankasa wutini ho a owi dombe ba jo dompe owi eboa ama calcium enti o papa ne sia tutu a ebe ye den se obetimi aka Sompa beka homfa mesrawa ko register mo Sompa na mesraw ebia na ose no opese yenye feelings emfa mawo yenye breasts emfa mawo anase bia ose no kaka na ose no osintamu ha sei no ya na etobu ho nice lady ne sintamu ha na ase wadi gari anase wecha ya de shetafra na kaka musa permanent multicolored kona use ni munyina emfa mawo enum braste enum kangan bajoko no mo horo wanum hi use munyina yenzum line o wasinum kan na emunda ho 0201660218 na ho entumi ento afei wa use musa awie ana watimi ayo ho ye no afi ma osisi mu enna ho osisi no ma emu enna 3AO capsules enwa na me wo fa pakle announcement ka kire se osisi no emu nya de odi agora obeto graphic ama nkrofo atimi akenkan but 3AO capsules 7 fanto anim ba bibia akoka be ha Cap Heba on Sabekabi, Muse Pharmacy on Sa Ebekabi, Coco Aya, the Bon Udi Agrabetimi, Ama Sabin Previous on Mema, Aye and Marsem, and Tipacho for any extra. Okwa also we have 3AO capsules. After my member scout, they call 3AO capsules, a jackpot winning it. Betway, so ye 1 city 50 pesos na huche year, Obetimania 16 million, and then Enchebia no mashe a league in Ase 16.5 million and yes cartua, and also kita 50 pesos na say Betway, a jackpot winning in Adibediga, Mr. Obetimania 5 million, now you 2 million from the register my me and us papa, and no enonom. About your near here, and say Obeco be a buying Ajatum Gaming Commission for Ajatum, Unin Finchedum Watria and Coho, way a jackpot to mu ehene. Na Ubetimi Eddie Sika. Sisi kunkron na wamu edi atum na wamu edi amafo wanya skano me bacho kota asase unya asase to foundation no so to wie pe hwese obetimi abodan no so ba for Joyken Roofing Company for chance ni bibo so empa empro ensoso ena sabin preduasa empontem ya mamfinhie dunum se de maka bi bechima wo ho am obetimi aba na wo maba be kra na kama edi amam wo mo viere golf filling station o kwatete pole now STU viere kwa no so ha ni faso wa uduru ho pefre 0551000900 afi wabodan no so awie no di kan ye wiring ansa na wa plaster o plaster wie na ye wiring na obeboka say ye wiring na ma mecho cables fie Gibolt Electricals e osunya ha sei Baby, one more ton electrical appliances, any cables, and a friend wire no. Papa, ne for na quality age boat, or Sunyani. What do I need to rest? And then another small runabout now called Resa. Or the bed also call a total filling station. Would your total filling station were opposite pair, Buzase, on a boss say yaw. Abrosana woman seen mono. I see a hope, Udruha. One more at the electrical. Ayi appliances and a cables their friend wire no the wire no ababe buocha se wasi asondan se wasi factory company domestic commercial about your otobi about your say cable one fa cable papa odi agra o light bay etimi kosoro obi nso aye separate meter na so one fa odi agra obetimi aye separate meter na dia ma woni baba so na edigu udiem nti pacho kache nipa na oma certified electrician Gibolt Electricals ebema bi na ho atumi atom afetie waya dan na wie no fa water closet papa esim water closet na de besi no fa water closet oja na wie a utwa wani a unhuru se 7 prediasa o sabie no ewom water closet no eye Anatabo Ventures a Jintao fo na ayo Jintao fo ewo China mamu wo madwuma mo ya na se wo mo provide water closet any basins ahodo na afei eye Anatabo Ventures akofa free ho na wo mo ade aba Anatabo Ventures ewo eye water closet no de friend complete no de yamaso no bi ana afei de yamaso no bi de taa dan ho no tete na no mo so na so no echin na ahoma no te na wabie ni tire na do nsa som na wachim no ni nyina atwam ene yemia pampan no de geta me ba cho for ni kire wo station uni wo station na so ko post office kwan na do ko eye ba ko ni aba no buza so hwe wo station opposite pe kwan na de ko New Town kwana fe no wo mu yie no abrosana wo mu kente wase no e ho pe for 0553288616 na woni Anatabo Ventures eni enkomom afe o wie pe ma menchiro ba bia dan no wawa ya wie na wato water closet wie no obeba POP na ne aba no POP no eye ohima enkwanta a wo eye fiepre ohima enterprise oton POP ho niema e ba ohima enkwanta e wo fiepre ti ho se wo free fiepre ra about na se wo ko fiepre a ohima enkwanta frames oil e wo benkum e na Jokuna filling station e wo nifa wo tra Jokuna filling gas filling station na ase ho pe abosantintin bi so e green to asomiensa e ho e na ohima enterprise e ho nyina nso e wo ohima area me pa cho na so ohima enkwanta enti hya no nso POP no se ope e sky deco ni bi binding wire long and short fiber ana say ope semina no de POP na for ni kire ho otwa o ma oke a ho ba bia wo sunya obi na o de bebro ma kire ho ntiti number na kire 0203721 906 and I say 0554608345 na oni ohima eni enkomom afei wasida na awie no meba chawo oye den a wanya matress papa nti kokodam odam a ono yene da wa kire se wo bema mu a esansa wo na asifie no na osans ko ba da bridge fan club a ene na da na esi ho no wabɔ kakwa mamenka for Mr Q a Kulungana Limited Adea ba wo ye weak e wo mpam osisi ana wo low libido slow erection premature ejaculation yade me nsa we okọ H lab na ka kire so wo bi a sabi preduasa na wakọ Mr. K ho afi onso ye oba na da ho a onte de ewo mpam o da ho ase bom se lote araba banshin na me kanfo ede ama wo mfishikro no etwitwa pe wankasa no o lake orgasm kire se wo mo no da no ane so da ho ase bom se lote te mete me ba chofo ni echo na frɛ 0244 275 429 na ono wo mo eni enkomom maka tro se Father's Day no eye S-back ene ye kwakodi no enti ya na wahye no ensom afi ma menkanfo Garden Herbal and Organic enfama ene anopa yi ginger powder prekase powder turmeric powder no ena ne srade wo nipadua num sina powder no so nane ena linseed powder no ena ne srade no so nane pe wo yefunu mu beda ho ebasa na ene wo mo flatomy na aba no na wanya bi boys ne girls na aba no so wafunu so too much ya ohia pa se da but ukita flatomy a ose hayo baby me ba chawo no monduro na ho ntimi no ho na afi ohun sisi ho so 024 9577593 now no wo eni eho enkomom afei Franco Trading Enterprise phones papa efi enho Kuzuni Enterprise so say baby a perfume papa ewo enho and afei Sympathy Solution for say computers eho nyina ho na ewo wo ewo Stanbic Bank and Church of Pentecost edin hwe ni mo pe Sympathy for say 0544 877 kwame
okay oboku meda se pa no pay why adwuma kese ni nyina na anopa me wo a good news amo bia na good news a me wo no I say obi wasum na otie nie said nanapoku ekae no manchi biscuit enyemunchi o manchi biscuits na CBL manchi omu ana edisa biscuit we nyina buy biscuit one of the best we are afene nyina na eniji sema wo ma me de maunie say pe distributors ana pe omo yan kan cho say pe distributors enti se wo pe say oye part of the distributors aye pe mo region ni Ghana ha nyina
am distributor ne kire sen
eti wo person oye part of omu a mama sentimu biom or all time best biscuits no or all time best biscuits na all time best biscuits ana no pay ya can show say ano pay ye pe distributors entity so pa you will be one of the luckiest persons say who meet requirement ya na because of the panetone hunti say ultimate meet criteria ne pe na be part of the distributors na wo obesha se edie every say yenim say CBL de manchi biscuits eba no omu biscuit bi ti say anytime crackers and biscuit the ginger omu manchi digestive omu manchi milk crunch omu manchi jam biscuit this a biscuits no edoso na se wo omiti criteria we pe why if say omu product no fast moving products meso anope say bia owo store a emuso a obetima ginyoma ni bi agu ho at least o car ba ko a obetim dey distribution no we are not asking for too much o car one say pe obetim dey distribution stores for no muntie na akwanya we dey be mpesa be fam ho kra ti na me amaje a mato me bo e kan mate ase no na unya sa requirement ya bro odwama no distribution you become part of the distributors na be fresh our number we 0244 856 141 0244 856 141 all our products are coming from CBL manches no ubenya bi aton na wabe key distributor and so ediama your company no jana pay one more stores while you businessman while wo interest of so your business or moving into biscuits no o baby ho eson kakra now what car back or crowd betting their distribution for a number no. Now you come back and thank me. Manchi for an idea Quenya way abro. All right, Mami Mounty as some district 1 new show quick na yankwa ahoman so no pay.
Kwame me da se ebre konti mintimi ma enema ne nyetintim pi. De omu ne se botaya etai sai we edis assembly concept na chi ne eyese. Ye de amanyosem free aban mu de frɛ no centralization no na ye decentralize no ama ankrankra bi o mamu ha owo pepa no opese wo de no ho hye amanyosem mu no wotimi hu ne chefa ewo mu no ye de boa anu nti na botaye atachire nyina ne se ye twe amanyosem no afri nkran ne ye de aba obi aboboa no e wo ba bia wote bia anu ne sa this assembly concept no na kwame ade we nukura nyame no na ye ade a emfaso mu pa so obeka ye a omo hye sa de we kura ase ansa na ye ko ye wura 1992 constitution ni mu me ka so mampani dada roland sabre so ana mo ye nhye ya wo mo de ebeye sa this assembly concept nti na botae no ema ankrankra bia enya amanyasem ene amamo no chefa e wona bobo ano pe na de wo mu ne se me ka se ye ase no kra de ne ye se ye hwe bibia eno ase wo community ni mu sabe uko school wa nko school obetina abaye assembly member but am say breko ani mu na nema bi sisan ya ena kodru pempenso a edro ya ye hwe education ye hwe mpodru ba bia na wo sika sem nyina se de ena mafoma ye no na ni nyina ebem na no kra ne se so beka ya MPP aban ba kunwa so wo ye nhyehyeye eye bibia ma ne di mu se anka mara se badwa no anyintum na nka saa assembly concept yema politics emewura mu niema amanyasam form ho nyim na nka obia wo pese oto aba no opa party bi sponsor no no ma na hoden no ntimi magina hwe Ghana ha ade bia ni ho a competition amamu a ede mpo wiase nyina na ade ba kon so abeboa ama competition aba ya amanyasam mu awe desert level and say ye be ma parties are involved awo this assembly concept ni mu na minia nanapo kune chairman bo nyina e ka se ene awuram amensa na bam but they are unofficial obi antimi nyina nim ye de ahyehyɛ mpaase ene ye de ye bibi but no so mo aye nanka botan ne sa obehwe no nanka ato aba wie ye yi aban bi ama no apaw no MCE amna ba betra assembly na oye de opa obi antimi nka ho hwe but ye nya say ye duru mere bi a ya to aba wie ye yi ministers na mom the assembly de ye po obi a within the district ye nim say obetumi aye adwuma owo subampa na ope anipa epe mpuntuo no yemfa adwuma ne nhyɛ ne nsa tika ba he ne bi kura bia na MPP na tia konwa so ba ba he na DC ya ote Sunyani assembly no akoye NDC ni akoye CPP ni akoye PPP ni eno no na ne nkyira ase ne mu ade boa ne sɛ checks and balances aye wo ewa aban mu no ebe kwa assembly ho am obi afi nani na policy nti menipa betra konwa so ne wona ye DC wo ho ofri branch party Adea mpa na DC betra ase ewa assembly no ho no wotimi aye de aboa mansini no anu nti afese kina mitimi tu abama no enne assembly bi ene wa konwa so but DC ye wo ho no oni aban we mu Adea mo ana ode boa ye sane ma we nyina na MPP aban mu mpanifo dwene ho a yese ka ne ye ma assembly concept no policy mura mu na nka emo aye kwa me de ne kosi ye ebinom gigina mu ya dwen se omo de omanjo se omo mpre ne de penia na omo mpre omo ye ma wi ase no ankosi aga na gigu ye enna pani de nchekire mu aba chechemu no ka ye se samre ye ase a ebi asabre ke duru ba bi ka beboa ye pa a obi anim se no ebeboa na esanse mpanifo bi no mpese be hu wo ntwuo mu na se MC bi tia konwa so a one ne mpanifo nko atwa ho hia na be ye de omo penti no ena sa de wentimi ma ema ye adwuma ntimi de amadwene mu a me ne opani ne ye adwene pa se ebredu se ye wo ya nimu na sa ye hichachire ye se de ne obi si yakoye primary school ayi ni pa omo no mbegina ewo wo mo electoral area ai me ato aba ma omo no eno na me ka ho asem se eno no emo aye ye nyi anim o ba yin se banchi party mu na ugina wo ba
okay
so party na de wo ba ye bibia na mfa mra kwa mu a wo ye bibia na ensani a wo begu ho anim ase a ne ehunu ba bia wo fire ne de so bo akọ sa party no na sa mo be ka bibia kire yin a ne ya refer say wonipa betra konya so ye sei no emo sei ene oji free Ghana for nsem amwa ye ndiema na kwanya biem sa ne ma we nyina nti ana ma MPP digira mu sanko be sa de no ya amwa Ghana fo ansom Ghana fo tena kire eye de ma bia na emoa enkanka ne mrese bedwafo a wo mo wo minority na fa eye NDC fo eno na ne asabeto dwa no ikwa me hunya mo fo no ntum ni nyina hia ya de ka ho ne eba mu a ebe ma Ghana so yenya system a ebe ye so transparent as assembly bia ye adwuma mfimu beto ho bibia be ye adwuma mmara ne checks and balances bekom ama ma no nya mfaso afri assemblies
beda se pa 054398990247 989 0543989989 989 hello good morning correct
Hello Seki
correct mami to out pay
as a mention of big for you and I know be your turn and pay. I mean, I say, Barak, honorable, video Benjamin can or be city. I mean, to be your turn and pay. Turn the money, Mahamas, video Benjamin can on Ghana. The political son of this land is John the Money Mahama, who trying to keep out of it because Dogmio, Alanchemantio, Kali Japan, or be away to Mahama and compare to is uncomparable. Not for the Chaco because of the transfer. Well, God, you be was such a beer, not for the moon as a mumu, oh, mamma, Miss Mumu, oh, mamma, Amumu, Secretary is that count not but for resources, Sagana, 18 miles of Kaya, $1 million per custody. If even put it not for the South Province of a composition. Topagana, she means she has $7 million. I won't point and tell the Milwaukee say, or not for Bruce Ambassador, or the Belgium, and the Manuka, interoperability, now covered by Weber, now interoperability to Ghana, net data, agent, number for a year, transaction online business, also, and then here, the data by Autumn, Data Center, and Mama see whom you push the facts right. And before.
Melasi, hello, good morning.
Good morning, okay.
Yes, sir. Mazaro, I don't pay Mammy into you.
Makencha, Namicha, Mofa, of a Barclay, Namicha, fighting penny for me for the office and your number for you. The key, Eddie boy, you don't fit down, Master, Omokos Casasia, Casasia, and pay. Omokos Casasia, not on the Zoom for I like Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Ghana Jim Collins from Mobile View. Because I need to focus on Moko Radio Tsunami, Lipa, Amazon Kazaka, and Chron, or some better about my NDC party. Go be a competition nearby and come back at day, and I check Ghana for no one to say me, oh, to see, and Mamma Lady, I think it's in me, but I'm Babe. Over Casay, or by Jim Babel Parliament to us on Nagade, what can I say to me, Zabama? Yeah, they wanted a person, Ghana bit my year. They were you, I like Dr. Mahmoud Baumyamu. They are Casamamu can from Kwamamuni. Munu there, Amamuna, the Nakupadu, Ekoyi, Bibia, the Korea, first come to show me some, and my name is this kind of my children, which one day, 140 a Koso, Ajanda 1 quarter master here, Omodiana Koso, Bibia Koso, one day, 140 Bibia Koso, and Ghana Libya, for the year that you are, and Zika some Kuyi, Bibia Kuyi, and then in for. Electrum say Munka Ghana for Mamma is for quite a moment to be.
May I say? Hello, good morning.
So good morning. I boom to say.
Sule, Sunyani go to Crow, Mehoyapa.
Okay, more best more my ana pay, you have a bomb basso, my main chair of a parklet, no including na major and people paying for party about power. If you be a young for so, yeah, the M. Van Quanya confirm, and I could be a new pebble. Bedo Vivian, Dr. Baumia, a best delegates to break the heat, no, a papa and a bit, my dear breaking heat, and to best delegates say, Uncle Twabavan. Banking sector issues are not okay. In fact, you have a Bank of Ghana, Abaso, said they be no more detail amount for. We share fraudulent banks during former president, your mama timer, or Meji Ghana, Posicama, Sunya Hakrana, baby a year. Omudi womanise for omze binimu ya propaganda ze na do buy wa buba but I na manfo nim omu nsua de mfa bank ho bank no ya wo rural bank ya wo savings and loan ya wo credit unions and ya wo microfinance and ya wo banks ankasa and this I want to mfa savings and loan operate as a bank nti abanye buy no ya ntimi nkase politics ntino ye be jamo obi ya adwuma bi a ensam fata. A bit is a GM bank, no savings and loan, no operate as a bank. And I find it say, so we pretend a bank there, unless you have a collateral, or Bank of Ghana. sɛ be ya bank ni gu a aban be nya sika den ade aboa imamfo na omudi omsika kotu ho no Ibinia Koresko ena digital center former president Muhammad Asiye na se fukura bi Muhammad na dipa Ghana that's it
Mama I say Sule, I expect you to do better this time. Hello, good morning.
Allah
Kwame bi bia kwanta
Sule Ejika
Kawasa wati
then check the help you actually about for we have papa ko tiam hatreme na de Alhaj Muhammad Dr. Bakope ibodi dia seke 95 tafitasi ato ma men kata nyame adoma 1st July MPP ye kai ho bum na ya tia na ya dwendwe ya party ho na break day it is possible seke donkey Messi Yawaha, and I see God is love, little drop, one who I care for humanity, DKM. Sir, and she say, Bank of Ghana, near Ramahama, stop here. Take May 2014, there about Eddie Ba, and a good urban scene, ma, deposited in Wui, our Mawim. I'm taking about. Because the million Suleka, no. Who to mean Kukobubiana, Kofa, Ghana, Posican, the Jinko, a bank. He said, say a fear twice, near to say year. Yeah, and I'm maybe Sister K or Kojin car. Police, security, Neno, to check the bomb, Mania. Minim Sena, dear be born in many years more. Am I ever despite? I see that in the mamma, and the money. Sabi when you are not young. Etiani ya omunya kekaka politics musabi for 440 and I could find about Kuba. Usuna sati e na ya de pan ye to aso. Enne seke me wa to so. Sase me di sike ko bank ya obi anria obi anko kina me ko ni atupunu me ko. I be si me de o ma we ha. Na se ya ma hama. Ya de papa seke other than the 4 years, the can't find Cano.
May I say? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Nana Ocean Nkwantabisa Seke, Miama Contra.
Chama Eric, I am fearing more senior presenter.
Commander, I'm afraid to hear my boy Basopa, is my car over. Acquire radio manager, man, Francia, a young with my and Titupa, a papa clip, sports journalist, one of us. Okay, the Viana Castle, the Ghana for more person we hear deep party, when you play music also. That's okay. Abia, a bar Ghana, a ma Ghana from a quam which Jim Pano, it's my phone, it's not time. Okay, Kapangi wants to my yakin. Chester Motu, DKM, God is love, and the sound for home. You come near to Papa, Nadia. You were on the money, Mamma, you can't get money. Say, oh, young, they come up. Get a Yipa and who was Adea with him. Gonna swing a and they say, this is what Sanko Adea said. And a Mugu Bank, and a Mugu, Papa was in the Grandma, our horse number. The case, the says, it's a fair. I'm guessing, the was one of us is a total of you now go to a way and never say, I'm people are buying the and then they under the ones and I hear, never one by the declaration of almost than the one mamma, than the one mamma. Or more, if you are to buy a house there. Get your license system, one of the thing. Your license system, cow, what for? It's a should be so young. Kabu of Babu, mean, say a woman, no, I'll go to Google, all Kirby, Edica Crack, so a tunnel, Mamma. I'm this over the sack. What is that said? She coming the baby, I cannot mind somebody done a year. You send it for, says, I said,
May I say, Eric, thank you very much. Me for friendly BIBMs. I'm responsible for Twaso. Your friend Nakwame also Nkwantabisa. Over my friend say, can Napo PSA or Chamini Monia, Quambron, Clement Bonsu, and Ebusian Fonina, Edamas. See a question, Joshua, executive producer.
I'm on free! Jackpot move!